Welcome, and feel free to take notes. I wanted to give you some information that I hope you're going to find very helpful. And at the end, you're going to think, I'm glad I saw this. That's my goal. That's my number one goal. And in here, you're going to discover 5 costly seller mistakes. But there's more to it than that. The second I wrote that, it's really 5 costly realtor mistakes that I want you to identify. Because ultimately, the realtor is responsible, in my opinion. Realtors are a legitimate cog in the home selling machine. They are. There are good agents out there, and you need to listen to your agent. But I want you to identify these things because this is going to help you moving forward. You're also going to figure out the fix-ups that get you the most return and are feasible to do. Hello, I'm Jeff Pareda. I've been a real estate pro since 1999. I'm a college graduate. I have a GRI and SRES designation behind my name. I became a broker in 2003, and I'm the editor of Home Sweet Home blog, have been since 2004. So I say, let's go. And I want you to know that after doing real estate for 20 years, a lot went right. And you're out there doing it right, hardworking, communicative, right? But life is the way that it is. As you know, a lot went wrong. And I had to discover that the hard way. But the thing is, you get to cheat now and take the easy route. I'm going to deliver this to you, hopefully nice and clear and concise, get it done, and you're going to feel glad at the end. The hard way. Let's get through this, and you're going to know exactly what to do. The hard way. Prep, momentum. Waiting too long to prepare, the snowball effect, waiting till the last minute. That's what I'm talking about. Feeling overwhelmed and incapable of getting the house to perform on the market as well or better than the competition. You don't want to be in that position. Overgrown shrubs and trees, the paint, the pet odors. The pet odors, okay? Everybody has a horror story, right? I was on a listing appointment. I walked through the door. I couldn't walk through the door. I was prevented by a gauntlet of ammonia smell from 6 cats that lived there. And I said, okay, as politely as I could, you got to do something about this cat smell. What smell? We don't smell anything. Oh, their sensory perceptors were gone from all that over the years. Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. All these can be obvious. They may not obvious to you, pet odors, but you got to know what they are. And things that are discovered in escrow. How are you going to do that? We're going to show you. But moving back right here, see these items right here? Get another pair of eyes on these because they may not be obvious to you. And the way you do that and the way you fix realtor mistakes is to check with a realtor early on this. You're going to know, you're going to see how they work. And when they come in, you don't want a yes man. You want someone who's going to tell you what you need to do. You have your job, you have your profession, they have theirs. They're going to tell you this is what they do. So now, the things that are discovered in escrow, we're going to tell you how that gets done too. We're going to work with you and you're going to know. The result of prep momentum is that lack of preparedness leads to the possibility of you feeling backed into a corner. It's a stressful time, and thousands can be thrown at a problem just to make it go away so you can sell the house. What I've seen is that people have their eye on the prize, the house that they're going to move into, they want that. And the stress here at the house that they just need to sell to get rid of so they can move on with their life, if they just fix this one problem, they can go. Let's try not to be in that situation. Okay, let's take a look at some of these items together, right? You're going to be working with that agent. And that's what I'm talking about here. You start preparing early and adopt that maintenance mindset and heads off prep momentum by fixing the items before they become a real problem. Let's work on it. It's not so bad. Number 2, Remod Squad. This, I'm going to try to go, it's not very catchy, is it? I'm going to try to go through this early without sounding all presumptuous. It's spending money on fix-ups that weren't really recommended by a real estate pro I'm only talking about return on investment. Interior designers, they have their place. Contractors, they have their ideas. When you want to sell the house, though, because that's what we're talking about, if you want to sell the house, you've got to really check with a real estate professional on perhaps what fix-ups you're going to do. But let me tell you now, how's that? Were you wondering? Because the result of doing it wrong is there's no way to recapture the money. It's gone. I'll show you. But first, if you have popcorn ceilings, you didn't install those. That's something that you didn't do. Or did you? Yeah, I'm going to put in a popcorn ceiling. Okay, you got popcorn ceilings, wood paneling, shag. These items, let's visit. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these. All right, that's not necessarily prep momentum, but it can attribute to it. I wanted to show you this nice graphic. We'll get to it later. Here's one I wanted you to see. Home improvements. This was done, Better Homes and Gardens, 2014, 45 real estate agents and interior design experts trying to work together, you'll see, and over 100 prospective home buyers. Perfect. This is a radar of where you are about to head into. Yeah, the eye of the storm. No, it's not so bad. Interior design experts were asked, what's the number one, well, they were both asked, real estate experts as well. They were both asked, what's the number one thing? Interior design experts said, open plan living. 1/3 of them did. 2/3 of them were quiet. And no realtors spoke up on this one because you didn't get the money back. Maybe those 1/3 of interior design experts really weren't in tune. It didn't work. What happened next? See, there's the floor plan on the top, and the one on the bottom, updated kitchen. But up on top, look, remember, $9,500 loss. Return on investment. Now, bottom left, see, real estate experts, 2/3 of us. Where's the other third? They didn't know? Cha-ching. Almost $13,000 profit. Yes, you did a good job. And look at the math real quick. Just watch these numbers. The premium value, like the sale, like 35 grand added value. But you do the math, renovation cost, right? The profit, 12. That percentile is mirrored in another study, completely separate. I'm going to show you right now. Harley-Wood Media Incorporated. Thank you so much. I love these guys. From coast to coast, region to region, city to city. They chose San Jose. That's fine. Close enough. The minor kitchen remodel did exactly what this one did. See that number? It's almost identical. Almost. A minor kitchen remodel, 147.9% cost recoup, return on the investment. That's nice. Did I say workhorse already? A real workhorse in return on investment. What's this one? Manufactured stone veneer, 233%. What is a manufactured stone veneer? Anyone? That is a manufactured stone veneer. I think it might be outdated though. It looks nice. That looks like a really nice home. But I might be outdated down the road. So I think it might be a wild card, to put your money in that. Or if you do it quickly. Garage door replacement. See that second arrow on the top? Double your money back. That's nice. That's actually feasible, right? And there's the numbers to prove it. What's this one? Oh, going back, showing you the three. But I wanted to show you this one. Backyard patio. You installed it, you enjoy it, but it doesn't recoup the money. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just recoup. Cost versus the value. So, also, do not overdo it. If you do a major kitchen remodel, you're barely going to get your money back because it's too much. The buyers won't see that added value to that extent. So focus on those three if you have the money to do that. How am I doing? Am I giving you real information, clear and concise? Hopefully it's not boring. Moving right along. We saw this and we want to just revisit that. If you have these items, Let's look at them together. You know why? Because as I'm going through these things, we're talking about prep momentum and remod squad with numbers, things like that. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to add pearls of wisdom here that are going to accomplish not making these realtor mistakes. So the way to do it is to start talking with that agent early, invite them in. This isn't a listing appointment. You just want advice. Of course. And you don't want that yes man. You want them coming in. They want them seeing these items. They want them checking them off and letting you know which ones need to be fixed and which ones are going to get a good return on investment. Wow. This is good because now you know what it's like working with them, and you're going to see how that's going to be very helpful in number 4. Number 4. Let's move along. Number 3 is the nitpicky inspector. Oh my gosh, you read these reports? So nitpicky. Deal killers. You read the report, 60 pages of stuff wrong with the house. And it feels like the house is going to fall over after you're done reading the report. However, let me try to move along here. All these things, they may not be material, but they do put dollar signs in the mind of the buyer. They're just, that's human nature. They're going to see the missing baseboard and raise you 3. And just reading the list, now they got to find, they put dollar signs on this, no matter how small it is. It's just human nature. Now, how to fix it? It's actually your to-do list. And getting this big gray cloud of worry out from over your head. Get rid of it. By using proper and approved methods, you're going to get that done. You're not going to have that added stress of this arbitrary number that the buyer is thinking about, and they're going to try to negotiate it out of you. Or you could let the buyer do it, see there at the bottom, and throw thousands at it in credit. You don't have to be in that situation. So let's start working with the professionals a little bit early to get ahead of the game. Don't wait. Start a little early. Here it is, number 4, the too laid back agent. Buy now. Buy now. I've told you that if you start working with your agent early, this isn't going to happen. Because what happens sometimes is that everything looks fine. The guy shows up in a suit and tie. She shows up perhaps with her hair up, all professional. But then you sign the agreement after meeting with them just one afternoon, and then your phone calls don't get answered. You get the main front desk, and then the agent's there, agent's not there. You wanted more of a go-getter, somebody that's more present, and you don't have it. The listing agreement is irrevocable, and you might feel stuck. This is one of the most important financial events of your life, and you're not getting the service you need to get this huge task done. The result is that something like this, if it has happened to you, you're going to be dreading that initial contact of another agent. The good news is, though, there are great agents out there, and they're there to help you. And they put you first. And they're there working with you early on the little things. That's how you're going to know how they work. That's how you're going to know that they return calls, and how they communicate with you, and how they take challenges, and how they're not going to be just a yes man. They're going to help you. You just have to know a little bit more about them. How about reviews? Check reviews online. Right? Let's move along. Too laid back agent. Let's not get involved with that. Hindsight is 20/20. Not the agent, the market. Hindsight is 20/20. But let's look at it a different way. This is actually a realtor mistake that can change a few things. The market changes on a dime, or let's say in a month, which is pretty fast. I mean, wouldn't you agree? And if you only look backwards, you're going to miss out on a lot. I'll show you exactly what I mean. In addition, the time it takes to recover could be a little bit adverse for you in that wave. I'm going to talk about a wave, which is how people see your home on the internet is charted. When the number of views, things like that. That's what I'm going to talk about, a wave. But first, I'm going to talk about a market correction that can happen really quickly. And you need to just know, it could be a positive change. It could be a negative change. Here it is in June of 2018. Average home price in Fremont, 1.45 million. Then in July, it's 1.3. All of a sudden, just like that, 30 days, $150,000. And the market time increased. Kind of stressful. But that's an adverse effect for a home seller. But remember, don't worry too much, because most of the time you're selling the house to buy another one. Well, the property that you're buying could be being affected by the same market correction you are. So it's kind of tit for tat, if you know what I mean. Some markets are different. In different states, it may not be as affected as much. You just want to be in touch. And when you look at a typical viewing wave, this is what it looks like. You go out in the market, it goes up and it goes down. It never really recovers from after that first initial wave. But what you can do is you make it go out longer and stronger, and this is how you do it. If you just look at the solds in blue, then that's what your wave is going to look like. But if you do forecasting, you're going to go out longer and stronger by these methods. You're going to look at all the sold prices, look at those, but then you're going to look at the actives, and you're really going to look at them. I mean, by this time now, you've felt good about your agent. This is sort of a chronological, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, realtor things that you got to look at. So now, in number 5, you're out there with your agent in the car, and you're actually going to properties that are active for sale. And you're not waiting for open houses, because the agent has the key, remember? They are your perpetual open house. You just take them wherever, and then you go and you look. So you go in, and like a used car, you're going to slam the doors, kick the tires, get a feel for the house. Where is it located? All that. Then the agent is going to work on pendings, because pendings are a little different. The agent is going to make phone calls. They might even get perfect timing where, oh yeah, we just closed at 10 this morning. So yeah, we didn't get to put it on the MLS yet, but it sold for this amount. Oh, perfect. Now we know. So the agent's out there rolling up their sleeves, getting it done. And now, in addition, you have the solds, actives, and the pendings, and the office, the network is a buzz. We know what's coming out soon. We know what's coming up on a listing. So we're going to look at those too. We're going to tap into all of that. And that's how it gets done. So that hindsight is taken care of. It's not going to be a problem. You're going to be looking at everything, and you're going to be in the top % of all home sellers out there. Let's do a quick review of the hard way and how it gets fixed. Prep momentum. You're feeling overwhelmed, possibility of feeling backed into a corner. But with the help of a good pair of eyes from a good real estate agent, you'll know how to get these taken care of. Collaborative, remember? Your Mod Squad. What have you done? Just take a look at it. It fits hand in hand with getting to work on some of these items early. You'll know where to put money if you have it. If you don't, then there are other things that you can do. Number 3, nitpicky inspector. Let them in. You're at a certain point in throwing the switch to getting your house on the market. You're going to do this before that. You're going to do nitpicky inspector before you throw the switch. You're going to have that inspection done. And you're going to know. Now you're going to have even more eyes than yours to see and start working as a collaborative together to fix the problem. 2, laid back agent. See, by now, this isn't a problem. Because number 1, 2, and 3, you're already working with your agent in a really good relationship. And at this point, now you have a listing agreement signed already. You don't have to worry about this. And number 5, hindsight. You already know the agent's going to roll up their sleeves by this time and get you out there looking at those actives. Tell them that's what you want. So that's the hard way. Wouldn't it be great if you can get a seasoned professional to give you a free, no obligation dry run? That's what we're talking about. And we've done that, and the process is easy. I moved from Fremont to Livermore. I really like my Livermore home, and hence I have a domain just for you. I hope you like it. Come to livermore.com. You don't have to come to Livermore. You go anywhere you want. That's just a domain. I hope you like it. Home selling score. You're going to go to come to livermore.com, scroll down the home selling score, and you work out a time slot that works for you. We can do 3 of these home selling scores per week. You understand we have to give good attention to our current clients. And so we can allot some time for the home selling scores, and you're done. And we check in with you. We visit with you. We give you a report, and you get a home selling score, and it's perfect. It's exactly what you need. You start just with the little things, and you're doing it early. You're going to be ahead of the game. You can do it on your smartphone, your tablet, or your desktop. So let's say you do come to livermore.com, you get a home selling score, and down the road, we earn your trust by working through that collaborative, and you decide, we're going to please help us list this house and get it sold so we can move on. Perfect. You've given us the opportunity to provide that excellent service. And in exchange, we want to make sure that you get $3,000 towards fixing that prep momentum. We're gonna work together. A fresh coat of paint goes a long way. Nitpicky inspector items, let's get those taken care of so the buyer doesn't have to, and come up with that dollar figure that we don't want to see. But if you think you have this all wrapped up, don't need all that, what about moving expenses? Surely that can help, right? The process, easy. Come to livermore.com, scroll down, home selling score, and then you're done. I want to make sure I just do a few credits before I thank you, Loom, for letting me record just like this, the slides by Slides Carnival, thank you, and the photographs by Unsplash. I mean, I didn't take those. Thank you for your time. And you can always find me at the other end of 510-862-7904. Realtor@tricityhome.com. Thank you again, and bye for now.